All right, welcome everybody to the new podcast. We're here today with a special guest because our normal Austrian friend unfortunately has gotten ill. So we're replacing the schnitzel with the
Tim Hortons
maple
coffee.
syrup. The maple syrup.
The maple syrup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So welcome to Mr. Dayton from House Gamers. How's it going?
Hello, I'm Mr. House from Dayton Gamers. Good to meet you all.
All right, so let's get into the podcast. So I've asked Dayton a little bit earlier if he wanted to write down some dank questions.
Wow, throwing me right on the spot.
Yeah, man,
right
like
at the beginning, man. Holy.
Yeah, you need to take over from our Austrian friend.
Well, all right then. Hello and welcome to the podcast. Today I will be interrogating Fabi and Silo. Thank you guys for coming to my podcast. I hope you enjoy. So question number 1, Silo. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you actually love the SSG-29?
Well, you want like a stupid answer, or you want a legit answer? What do you? Okay. What do you want to know?
What? So for me, I know when I started playing with the SSG, the reason why I started using it the most was because it was actually reliable, and my sniper, because I put it together myself, it was sort of thrown together literally with tape. So, it didn't have 100% reliability.
Yeah.
What was the big thing that made you decide to use it? I'm genuinely interested, because when I asked Christoph, it's because it is the best airsoft sniper on the market. But, I want to know from someone who isn't trying to sell it,
Yeah, no, I mean, I was using a thrown together sniper before. It was like a an op.
The L96, yeah.
Yeah, first of all, that thing is heavy as fuck.
Dude, did we both start off with the same sniper? I had the Well L96 as well. That's so
Did you
weird.
have the 440 something with the magazine in the right place, or did you have the other one?
Yeah, no, the one with the magazine, the center of the stock, it came with a 3 to 9x40 scope, it was shitty bipod, it was fantastically terrible.
Yeah, but that's a different gun, right?
Do you mean the MB01, with the magazine, the similar magazine as an SSG, or do you mean the real magazine?
Yeah, similar mag to the SSG.
Oh no, I had the real magazines.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
Tom's gun was even worse.
That was extra shitty. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
that
also
was
had
just
this stupid loading ramp, right?
yeah, exactly.
Oh boy.
It has the magazine in the right place, but for the whole system to work, it has a loading ramp, and this loading ramp only works with the shittiest China BBs that weigh 0.13 or some shit. And as soon as you put in heavier BBs, it'll get stuck in the loading ramp pretty much all the time. So if you see any videos, all the videos of me playing with that thing, it's the bits where it gets stuck are cut out.
Anyway, sorry, I cut you off. What was the big old turning point that you use in the SSG? What tickled your fancy that you wanted to use it?
I mean, I actually put a Novritsch tuning kit in the well sniper, and it made it shoot very well. Pun intended. But in the end,
I just got it.
Wow, that was late. Holy shit.
My brain went into super speed. I was I gotta decipher this. What's going on? What's the joke? What's the meme? And then I got it.
The meme master. Yep. No, but it has a smaller cylinder, so you get less air, which means you don't get as much force behind the heavier weight BBs as you could be having. So that was shitty. So that was 0.1. So you have proper air volume. It also loaded the BB every time, which is kind of convenient somehow.
Yeah,
you
really shoot a lot farther when the BB comes out.
Yeah,
that's for
exactly.
Sure.
Yeah, and also I don't know if you noticed, but I tend to fall a lot.
Yeah, I've seen that in your videos.
And if I follow my own gun, that kind of sucks. But if I follow somebody else's gun, it doesn't matter as much. No, but
It's
it
funny you say
apart.
that, because the only reason why I'm not afraid to bash my SSG into walls and stuff like that is because I can just be oh, Christoph, your gun broke. Wow, that's so weird. Wow, what an accident. Oh no.
And he'll send you some dank replacement parts.
Yeah, new piece to put back in there. What about you, Fabio? Because you used that sick L96 for a long time as well. I feel like that's the entry gun, and then you went on to using the SSG. So what was the big turning point for you?
That's a good question, actually. Do you remember Battlefield 2?
I do, yes.
Oh, yes. And as a sniper, you had this sick M24 with
Yep.
the ghillie suit stuff and all kind of that. And I always wanted to have this gun. Oh boy. So it's more of looks, I guess. And I mean, it performs good, so.
It was also
Well,
like
there you
your L96 was also very heavy, right?
Yeah.
And
Of course
and
it
you
is.
told me it fell apart all the time.
Yeah.
It's like every time you finish,
Yeah, every
finish
time
playing.
you fall, you have
No,
to
Yeah.
adjust something, or something broke, or
It
was just
wasn't
stupid.
falling apart. It was just made for quick disassembly so that you could transport it faster. Come on.
Quick unscheduled disassembly.
yeah, quick disassembly in the field. Every
I
sniper
actually-
stream.
There
Yeah.
was one game that I was playing. I wasn't recording, but I was just running with my gun, and I went from one position to another. And when I went to go pull up my rifle, the scope was gone, and I was like, "Whoa!" But okay. That's a problem. Weight reduction, I guess. Now I have higher horsepower. I can go faster.
Wait, you mean with the VSR or?
No, it was with my old L96. I still don't know where the
Oh,
scope
right.
or the rail went, but
Yeah, But
that
I
doesn't-
had the same problem, but the scope came off with the rail. So
yeah,
the
no, that's
screws-
what I mean. The scope
Yeah,
and the rail
yeah,
are gone
yeah,
somewhere.
exactly.
I don't
yeah,
know where.
Yeah, the screws from the rail broke and everything was gone.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that
What a
a
funny
well as
moment.
well? Yeah, you got the well, right? The MBO one or
Me?
something? No, Dayton.
Oh,
Yeah, I had the. I think mine was like the OG, like
Oh, boy.
mid-body mag. I got this thing when I was like 12 for Christmas,
Mm.
and then didn't use it in airsoft. Like when I started playing airsoft, I just played in the backyard with my friends shooting them while they had like clear guns, and I had like that sick ass sniper rifle. And everyone was like, "Oh, I want to be on Dayton's team."
Yeah.
That clear gun shit is only Canadian stuff, right?
Yeah, I think it's mainly. I know you can get them in the U.S. as well, but in Canada, if you're there used to be law. I don't know the exact laws and stuff that have changed, but previously it was like if you were to buy an airsoft gun, it had to be clear with an orange tip. And now
Okay.
somehow you can get them from airsoft stores, but they're super overpriced. I don't know. Honestly,
buy-
for buying in Canada, the best thing to do is just buy from a U.S. retailer because they ship to Canada no problem now.
Yeah. So you can buy clear soft guns in like proper airsoft stores in Canada.
Yeah.
What
Dude,
the fuck?
what did you ever see my video where I played with a clear pistol
Yeah.
and a clear M4? Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, those guns I bought like a day before I recorded that video. I went into the store and I was just like, "Let's take a gander at your wares, sir." And he had a clear gun, and I was like, "Oh, that could be fun."
That was the one with the drum mag you had on it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was fucking great. It was like, because you had the selfie cam on there, and like as soon as you started running, it was like bending all over the place. It turned into a banana.
So the best part about that gun, I still have it in my closet actually. The best part about that gun is the fact that if you wanted to shoot left and right, you didn't have to turn. You just bent the gun, and it would shoot left and right. The inner barrel is plastic; it's not metal.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Holy shit. That's some next level shit, man.
yeah, dude.
Are you gonna bring it out again soon?
I think I should do another video with it just to show, because people thought I like sent it to Umbrella Armory and got them to I'm just sorry. Did you watch the video? The spread was like 5 meters spread at 5 meters. It was pretty bad.
It looked pretty alright on camera, but I think you used like maybe like a low zoom lens.
Yeah, I used
made
a
it look
really low
better.
zoom lens, and I also centered the shots because literally, like, when you grab a gun, you're using like the muscles in your arms to hold the gun up, right?
Yeah.
So when you use your muscles on a flimsy piece of plastic, you bend the flimsy piece of plastic. But the scope was mounted on the solid body, and the BBs are coming out of the bent barrel. So there's no way to tell where the gun is pointing. I found it out as soon as I was looking down my scope, because the scope is mounted to the body, but the barrel could bend. So I'd be aiming perfectly at someone leaning up against a wall, and then the BBs would go at a 45 degree out of the barrel, like just off into
boy.
nowhere.
Oh,
It was fantastic.
wow.
Yeah. I
That's
should
pretty
totally
awesome.
do more videos with that thing.
Yeah, dude. I wish I came out with that.
But that
shit.
sounds great for some CQB environment. shoot around
just
corners and
bend
stuff.
the gun around the corner.
It's like you're standing around the corner waiting for this. Oh, there's a guy there. Let me just fucking bend my gun 90 degrees and shoot around the corner.
The best part is it's not blind fire because you can look down the sights and just shoot around the corner.
You can put like a little mirror on your rail
Series
so you
of
can see
mirrors
around the
down
corner. Dude,
Oh, boy.
I should do that. Fuck.
All right, I have a project now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a heat gun and bend the barrel because it's plastic, and just set up a series of mirrors around the gun
you could
so I
like,
can aim.
yeah, you could like do a wall hack video where you just like put a mirror on your rail and bend the gun. That'd be
Oh my
amazing. Do it.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna save that for the next time I come to the Netherlands. I'm gonna come down to Europe again in the summer, and we are going to make clear airsoft bendy guns, and we're gonna do a clear bendy gun video.
Hey, you should come here too then, Fabi, if he's coming.
Yeah,
go,
sure.
We should just all of us get hooked up with one of those, and we'll just call it like shooting the noodle or something like that. It'll just be like bendy guns. That'd be sick.
Where are we gonna get the clear stuff shit though?
I'll
know.
just load up. I won't bring any clothes. So I'll just bring clear guns.
All right, just gonna go naked.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I'll just
That's good
wear
clickbait, too.
I'll hop onto the plane wearing like 3 sets of clothes, so I don't have to pack any in my bag.
Hey, just go naked, man. It's good clickbait. You get like 4% more viewers because only more the female ones will click on that.
I was thinking of doing a video in one of those like skin tight green suits, and then like chroma keying myself with something. I don't know, but
That actually,
yeah.
that's not a bad idea.
I'm actually working on. I just got I just set up my studio, so now I actually have a place to record, and I just got a green screen, and I have a good meme that I'm working on with the green screen.
Oh,
So when you guys see it, feel free to meme as much as you want because it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good sick one.
What you could do, right? You could have like 2 selfie cams, and then you could chroma key yourself out of one. And the other one you just use as like a background for the chroma keyed part, right?
Yep.
And then you look invisible on the selfie cam.
Don't talk about my plans on the podcast.
She, dude.
Okay, tell you what, everyone in the podcast can hear what can get a little sneak peek. So I bought a second session, and I made my mount that holds 2 sessions really, really close to eeach other.
You already got
And
this
I'm
fucking
gonna
plan.
wear a green suit, and I'm gonna key myself out of the video, and just have the gun running around by itself.
Dude, that's such a
How
good
did you
idea.
decipher that in like 2 seconds?
We're the same wavelength, my dude.
Dude, I can send you the order. I already ordered a green, one of those green suit things. Oh man, I can't wait to do it. It's gonna be sick.
Awesome.
The only thing that I'm worried about is the changing lighting. I think it's gonna have a hard time to do it, but I might have to just also mount a giant light on it, pointed at myself. But you know, whatever.
Yeah.
It'll look ridiculous, but so does 10 cameras on your gun. So who cares?
Yeah. Novritsch. No, actually, he's got 4. It's like one on his shoulder, one on his head, one on his scope, one on the end of his barrel.
That's from the guy with the tree cam.
The tree cam?
You have
What?
a tree cam.
Yeah, I did have a tree cam.
Oh, when you set down the cam. Yeah. Well, it was all for the meme, dude. You can accept everything if it's for the meme. Don't worry about it.
Exactly.
Anyways, so I feel like you guys want to talk more about like not airsoft stuff and get to know you guys because that's exactly what Silo said to me. So
thank you for fucking for revealing that whole thing.
Oh god, my computer went to sleep. Ah!
My fucking master plan is gone here.
Yeah, you spill my beans, I'm gonna spill your beans right back,
I'm
boy.
gonna spill your goddamn Tim Hortons.
Don't you? That's an act of war, dude. Don't you dare do that.
Act of aggression.
I will send
Fuck.
all of Canada after you.
Oh boy.
Anyways, what? So you guys obviously like airsoft. You like video games, but what do you guys like? If you guys are you want to feel like there's purpose to life, and you want to go outside and do something. What do you do? What do you enjoy doing, Fabi?
Shit.
What do you do, dude? What do you do?
Are
Are you an outdoorsy type? Are you like what do you
I'm
do?
pretty sure we had this question before in the other podcast, but
Did we?
anyways,
No, we didn't.
yeah, I think so.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
we talked
some
about-
variation of that. Yeah.
About hobbies and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I live in Austria, the land of mountains, so I like snowboarding, of course, and rock climbing, so
Drones.
and drones. Yeah, but that's pretty much it.
Have you ever tried bouldering?
Of course.
What's
Dude,
that?
I actually have just started bouldering like a year ago. It is
Okay.
probably my favorite pastime.
Do you do it on in indoor halls?
Yeah,
or-
there's just
Okay.
indoor.
Can
I'm not good
okay.
Can
enough
you
to do
explain
outdoor. I
to
don't
the
want to die.
viewers and me what the fuck bouldering is?
Okay,
It's like-
so imagine rock climbing, but
Okay.
you don't get a rope.
What?
Yeah, and you don't get up really high, so like
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
3 meters.
Okay.
Oh no,
I
dude!
was
The,
about-
the indoor places that I go to, you can use the rock climbing walls. They just throw a mat under you, so you go up like 15, 20 meters.
Fuck.
Really?
Yeah, dude, you have
Holy
to
shit.
sign it. You have to sign a waiver when you do it, but it's pretty sick.
What the fuck?
Oh,
So-
I mean, the outdoor places you probably wouldn't want to do that, but the indoor places
Mhm.
with the mats, it's fun.
yeah.
Why would you not just put a rope on you then?
Because it's
It's a thrill.
the fun of it's the thrill of like climbing without a rope. If you fall, you gotta be prepared to land and not kill yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like some crazy.
And bouldering
Russian
is
shit.
a lot more. It's totally different than climbing with the rope.
Yeah.
Actually.
It's not. It's
It-
not
it's a
about
complete-
because you don't have to worry about the height. It's more
Yeah,
about
exactly.
the technical climbing, like
Yeah,
the going
exactly.
upside down, the
Yeah, and you have
crossing across a wall rather than going
a
straight
lot
up.
more,
Hmm.
a lot more jumping and
Yeah.
trying out shit.
Oh, okay. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
What about you, Silo? What do you do outside Airsoft that really just butters your pancakes?
Look at porn.
Ah, that's good. Yeah, I do that from time to every night.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. No, I mean, I used to do like a lot of outdoor like building stuff, like those tree houses and stuff. I used to build
Yep.
a lot of those because I lived like with some pieces of woods behind my house. So like me and my friends used to build a bunch of those.
I lived with some pieces of wood behind. I like how.
No,
the
I mean
most,
like fucking the
descriptive
bits of
thing you could
forest.
think of is-
Bits of forest. Fuck you.
So I had my house, and then there were like some pieces of wood. So obviously, I started building forts.
Yeah, like that, and I have an electric skateboard. That's pretty fun.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, and cars. Then I guess cars is also like a big interest of mine. So like going to like car conventions and car stuff. I guess.
Drinking. Hey, yeah. What's your guys' favorite drinks?
Vodka.
Vodka. Okay.
Vodka. I
Really?
heard Dayton was gonna bring me some true Russian vodka,
Dude,
but then he couldn't open the bag.
I had the real stuff, but I couldn't open the bag. Otherwise, I couldn't take it back on the plane with me.
What a pussy.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry, man. If
Oh,
it makes
man.
you feel any better, it's delicious.
Yeah, it makes me feel so much better. Thank you, man.
Welcome. Got your
Thank
back
you. I
home.
was looking forward to this experience, but nope.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Anyways, Fabi, what do you like to drink? What's your go-to? You hop into the bar, you see some nice ladies sitting across the bar, and you want to impress them with your drink choice. What do you pick?
I'd probably pick a pina colada then.
Wow.
No. I normally go with a beer. Simple and
Adventurous.
Like
Yeah.
an
Yes.
Austrian beer?
yeah, of course.
Yeah, like is there like because you have the Gusse something beer.
You mean the Gösser Radler? Yeah.
Oh, but is there like there's also like regular Gusse?
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Yeah, so you drink that or
Actually, I drink a lot of Tyrolean beer.
Tyrolean beer?
Yes.
Damn. Yeah, you should still come to Tyrol, Dayton. Tyrol's amazing.
Yeah.
Wait,
you
isn't
should.
that where I land? Isn't that where the airport is? I'm sure.
You went
think I
to-
landed in
you
the
went to
Tyrol
Vienna.
airport.
Really?
Innsbruck,
Wasn't
maybe.
that? Isn't that what that was called? Where is Tyrol? Is that in Austria?
Yeah.
Yes, it's in the west of Austria.
Well, next time I come, I'll head up that. Next time I come, I'm gonna stay longer than like the 2, 3. Actually, I was there for almost a month. Holy
Yeah,
shit!
you were there for a long time.
Yeah. I'll stay. I'll
Gonna
just
stay longer than
I'll
that?
just
Hell
move there.
yeah.
Well, I
No,
mean,
but,
if I have enough people that I can stay with there, that I don't have to spend all my money on hotels, I can afford to stay a little longer, you know.
Yeah.
But actually, the only reason why I really had to head back when I did was because I had to take care of my boat because it was still in the water. But if I didn't have to deal with that, which I won't have to next or this time, I'll have it out of the water. I can stay for as long as I want. So that's what's so nice about YouTube is as long as you have a laptop and some cameras. You can just keep working wherever you are.
Yeah, I mean, I can't edit on the road on a laptop. Honestly, I can't do it.
No?
No.
Well, man, for me, when I edit, I have to find a place to go that isn't my room, because I just can't. I can't sit at a place where I play video games and concentrate and make a video.
Really?
Yeah, can't do it. That's why I'm so happy that I have that studio now in literally the next room over from me, because I can just go in there without any distractions and get a video done in like 2 hours. It's beautiful.
Huh.
Yeah. Actually, I think interesting question for that people might be interested in finding out.
You
That
actually
could be
did your
interesting.
homework. God damn.
Is
We should have this guy on the show all the time.
Dude, okay, so before I did Airsoft, I was actually like the academic guy. Like, I was going to school for engineering. Like, I was literally taking like my classes of physics, calculus, chemistry, biology, like engineering. Like, I was in everything, dude.
God
And
damn.
I pretty much just dropped out of school to try and do this YouTube stuff for like a year or two to see what's going on, and then I'm going back to it. And so far, it's been going pretty sick. But before that, dude, I was like in my room doing homework every day. I was the goody two shoes, like school kid.
Shit.
Yeah,
And you
I know.
threw it all away for
And I just threw it all away. Play with big guns every day. What a life!
Yeah. I could be a fucking like higher up guy in a fucking really good paying job, but instead I just decided to play with toy guns with
Dude.
children.
I would much rather be doing YouTube, traveling and playing Airsoft around the world than being in school or being in an engineering firm checking drawings of buildings and making sure that gravity says, yes, this building can work. Like, I would much rather be doing this.
Yeah, fair enough. I can see your point.
Plus, I get to meet cool people like you and Fabi.
Are you sure you're talking about me?
Like Fabi.
Wow, that was quick. God damn.
Anyways,
But
what I
you
was
didn't
gonna
even
ask
meet
was...
Fabi. You fucking cunt.
That's why I still like him. No, I was gonna say, what do you guys think before you started doing YouTube? What is something that helped you, that when you came into doing YouTube has been like an asset to you? Like, what before the YouTube game has been the biggest asset to you during the YouTube game?
In terms of like experience?
Yeah.
Actually, like I was looking at another YouTuber and I really liked his stuff, so I tried to like recreate sort of what he was doing. So this guy was
Novritsch, yeah.
No. I've been a YouTuber for way longer than all you fuckers combined, probably.
Boy, let me get to my about page, because I don't know if that's true.
Oh no, you've
Hold
been
on.
playing video games on YouTube
Dude,
as well.
I was a Minecraft YouTuber.
Oh shit!
I'm not even joking, dude. I can send you a link
You're
as
the
long as
worst
you
of the
promise not to
worst.
distribute it. Joined February 12th, 2012 was our first
I was a
video.
year later. But I
Yeah,
actually
respect your
restarted.
elders.
I restarted my channel. So maybe we're on the same time, because yeah, at this point I've been a YouTuber for like 5 years, and, like when I started this channel at least. But yeah, look. Okay, to get back to my freaking story. I saw another guy making stories like small movies out of a game called DayZ. DayZ is like a zombie survival apocalypse. Like, if you've seen The Walking Dead on that show, it's like that, but like in a game version. It's kind of screwed up right now, but we won't talk about that.
It's dead as the
We
zombie.
won't get into that.
The standalone is as I've heard pretty shifty, but I liked playing it in Operation Arrowhead. It was good.
Yeah, in the mod days, it was a great game. It was amazing. It was honestly one of the best games I've ever played. But yeah, I saw this dude. He was making like little movies about the game, because you could literally do anything and act out anything and make like a literal movie out of it, because you even have like editor tools or whatever. You can make anything. So I thought that was really cool. So I tried to like recreate some of that. Obviously my first couple of videos were really shitty. Like everybody, their first videos are awful, and if they look at it again, they probably like puke up a little bit in their mouth. Right, Dayton?
I don't want to talk.
You see? Yeah, that's what I mean.
Minecraft YouTuber here. How's it
Yeah, you might be a little bit next level sick if you're a Minecraft YouTuber. What was the question again? Oh yeah, no wait. What was the question again?
What sort of skills from before being a successful
Oh, yeah, right.
YouTuber helped you?
Right, yeah. So like the storytelling aspect, I guess. Just looking what other people are doing and sort of finding your own way doing the same sort of thing. Because you have to start somewhere. You can be inspired by somebody and not like copy them.
Yeah.
So you have to start somewhere and then do your own thing. So yeah, that was Frankie on PC in 1080p, by the way, guys. If you guys are wondering who that was the YouTuber. He's actually not making any videos anymore. Like he hasn't uploaded in like a year or something or more. He's got like a channel with 3 million subscribers.
Really?
It's insane, yeah.
Wow.
And he just stopped. I think he's touring Africa or some shit. Like, what the fuck? Are you gonna go to Africa?
You know what?
See some
that's
fucking
good.
tigers and shit.
That's good for him though, because like it's hard to walk away from YouTube for a
yeah.
while. It's hard.
Yeah.
Like the stress of being like, I'm not uploading a video. Oh my god, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna explode. Everything's on fire. Ah.
Yeah.
It's rough.
For sure. Like I don't really upload as much as some other YouTubers do. Like it's once a week usually for me, or sometimes longer. And yeah, like I think my audience is getting a little bit used to waiting a little bit, because I really want to make sure like every video is worth watching, and I would watch that video too. Yeah. Because
but
if
you're
you feel
still
like
uploading once a week, right?
yeah.
At the moment.
Yeah, because I'm doing full time. It's like this is a lot of work for one video.
Yeah, of course.
And but
well, I mean, like when I moved from doing like Minecraft to Airsoft videos, moving from doing like 2 Minecraft videos a week to doing like 1 or 2 Airsoft videos a week, I don't think people realize how much work goes into editing an Airsoft video rather than a video game video.
Right.
It's a completely different beast to try and tame between the two. And I feel like you and me have a sort of unique look on it, because we both did video game stuff before we did Airsoft stuff.
Yeah.
We can sort of have a better appreciation for how much work actually goes into it.
Yeah, for sure. It's like because normally you only have like one set of footage from one camera. That's what you use when you're doing like video games, right? And it's super easy to edit. You just like cut out whatever you want. But in Airsoft, you at least have 3 cameras every time. That's what I play with, at least, and pretty much everybody else. So yeah, first you have to like synchronize everything. So all the cameras are working in unison, and all these cameras are all dickheads. They're all made by
every single one of them is a different camera, and they all like don't work together well.
They either they shut off half like during the thing, or they overheat, or the file gets corrupted or some shit. So you'll have like gaps of footage that you can't replace because the camera wasn't on, and you don't really notice it half the time because you're playing Airsoft. Yeah. So that kind of sucks. And then you get into the editing part. You have to synchronize everything to make sure everything is on the timeline. And you have to cut all the stuff, like all the stuff that you want. Turn cameras on, turn cameras off in the editing. It's a lot of steps that you have to go through. It's literally like 3 times as long as a normal video. If you're watching like people play video games on YouTube.
Yeah,
it's a lot of work.
What about you, Fabi?
I feel like I'm still in the process of finding my way.
Yeah,
because I mean,
your own way.
Yeah, you just started, right? So
yeah, exactly. It's mostly trying stuff out and find my own way.
You're like a preteen sort of experimenting right now. You haven't quite reached your teenage years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Somebody's gotta like grab you by the scruff of your neck and pull you into the closet and start.
Wait, what? Wow, maybe they do stuff differently in Europe. Oh,
yeah, this is Austria, man. You don't know what's going on there. It's just different rules.
Sorry.
But like, okay, I wanted to ask you guys a question actually, because
I'm sorry, I thought I was running the interviews here, but all right, sure.
God
let's
damn,
completely rewrite how we're doing this.
let's rewrite the script here a little bit, boys. So I want to ask you actually, like, Dayton, who's your like greatest YouTube inspiration?
Honestly, I take a little bit from everyone I watch. So for me, like our unboxings, a big inspiration was obviously I like the humor of Rick and Morty, and I feel like that gets shown a lot in sort of my character when I am doing unboxings and playing games and stuff like that. And I also really like the dry humor of. Did you ever watch? What is he called? Grade A Under A.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Nope.
I really liked his dry humor, and I also like the editing sort of energy of actually like PewDiePie. So it's sort of a combination of a bunch of YouTubers that I watch that sort of plays into how I am on screen and stuff like that. But I also did a lot of acting in school, and I think that helped me a lot with sort of being present on camera rather than just being like, hey, here's a box. We are going to take items out of the box. Hey, look, an item. To doing something more like, how's it going, guys? Today we've got a box. Let's beat the shit out of it and take things from the outside in, inside out of it, all the way out. Like it's that sort of like getting lost in my own words from Rick and Morty to the energy of like PewDiePie
Right,
in his
yeah.
videos to the dry humor of like, there's an item in a box, let's take it out of a box of like grade A under A. But I'm
Yeah.
sure I take stuff from other places too, you know?
I didn't know that like the getting lost in words was from Rick and Morty. I noticed you doing that. I thought
Well,
it was funny, but I
it's
didn't
sort
know
of
it's
a
from.
little bit of Rick and Morty and a little bit of I'm really bad at speaking English.
Yeah.
It was actually like I've always been really bad at speaking, and I don't know why, because I'm great at like memorization and like I should be able to speak, like I can write fine, but when I talk I get lost in my words and I say things backwards. Like I was talking to you about like, hey, I'm gonna be watching some Walking Dead and I'm passing out, and instead I was like, I'm gonna go pass out and watch some Walking Dead. I just can't, like sometimes I'm a little bit slow, you know.
But you know what they say about people who like are like academic and they can't speak very well, right?
Go see a doctor. I don't know what.
No, it's like their mind is like faster than their mouth.
I don't know. I got a pretty fast mouth.
Yeah,
Just
maybe
ask-
not fast enough for your mind. Yeah, yeah. It's even faster than that.
But yeah, no, I think it's just a combination of a bunch of people who I watch on YouTube combined with just like I just as a person have a lot of energy and I like to make people laugh. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Like it's just like it's a very different style than a lot of other airsoft YouTubers. So yeah, just for that alone is a good reason to like your channel. So definitely go check
Make
out
sure
House,
you guys
House
go
Gamers
check out
on YouTube. Here's a nice
It's
plug.
some
There
great
you go.
content.
All right,
We
like
actually set up the domain www.housegamers.com/Pornhub just as a joke. So if you want to Google that actually takes you to us.
yeah, so that's in the script too. So
Yeah,
like
we're on page
to
8.
flow into that into the same category of questions here. So what's the favorite video that you ever uploaded and why?
Ooh. Can we start with Fabi? Because he's got like 4. Go, Fabi. I'll think about
Which
it.
one is your
not true.
favorite?
That's not true.
I mean, you can also like do the older videos of Novrich's channel because he was in
Yeah,
there too.
we also had this question, like
Yeah.
in the first podcast.
I know, but this is a new person on our podcast.
All right, so what have I said last time? I can't remember.
I don't know. I think it was the one with the grenade. They
No,
threw a grenade out the
yeah.
window. The very
Yeah, I'm
first
pretty
video.
sure. Yeah, it was the very first. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it was still the best, I guess. It was so, I don't know. There was so much action in it, so much
It was spicy.
silent pistol action and the grenade kill, and I was
Yeah.
so nervous. Fuck. Back then.
Getting handed the cameras from Mr.
Yeah.
Novritsch himself.
Exactly. Yeah.
Whoa, you got to meet Novritsch?
Oh my god.
Did you get his
Well-
autograph?
Of course I do.
All right, so my favorite video, I would have to say it's a tie between a video I did with that not the clear gun video that's popular on my channel, but a different one. It was where I ended up shooting a guy in the tooth with my pistol, and breaking his tooth. That was a good one. But it was with a clear spring M4. So it's like you had to pull the like bolt, the charging handle every shot. And I genuinely didn't think I was going to get a single kill, so I hopped into the video thinking like, okay, I got to be super energetic because otherwise this is going to be just a stupid video. And within like 5 seconds of getting into this fortress, I just started destroying people. And my happiness and laughter and like just going crazy is genuine surprise and being proud of myself. That's probably between that one and the sniping from an airsoft tank video. Between those two, they're probably my favorite videos of mine.
You sniped from an airsoft tank? What kind of tank
it was a real tank, but sniping from it.
Okay.
Yeah, using it as cover, moving up with it. Like there's just not a feeling like staying behind actual, military vehicles shooting from them in an airsoft game. It's crazy. It's cool.
Yeah. Where was this?
This was just at our home field. So our home field is being renovated to be the new. What is it called?
Urban area.
Like storage for be the what's up, guys? Welcome to a new airsoft gameplay. It's an urban game field. No, it's what are they called? The veterans like storage of all their military vehicles and stuff are coming to our airsoft field, so we get to use them in airsoft games because. Paintball you can't because it gets paint all over them, but airsoft it doesn't matter. We can use the tanks, the military vehicles, all the trucks and stuff because who cares? They're not going to get dirty. So we literally just use like World War II tanks and World War II military vehicles and stuff in our just drop-in games.
Are they from like a museum or something, or where?
Yeah, that's what it's called, a museum. See what I mean about English? Yeah.
Well, what were you trying to call the museum?
Like the veterans store of vehicles. So yeah, it's like the Vancouver Military Museum is coming to Panther. They're rebuilding like the storehouse there, so they're storing all their spare vehicles there, and we get to use them.
Oh, that's cool.
That's really so cool, on the field right now, there's actually just like giant cannons and BTRs and tanks and stuff just sitting on the field, or not on the field, but in the safe zone. You can go take pictures with them, and
yeah. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Damn.
All right, any more questions? Do you want
to... All right. So, if you could choose one person in the world, and you could have
my mom. I love her.
Okay. Oh, well, that's the question ruined.
No, carry on.
If you could choose one person in the world you could hang out and have a beer with, who would it be? Anybody.
Without any hesitation, I would want to hang out with Steve Carell, but he has to act like he's in the office. Without any hesitation, Steve Carell.
All right, fair enough.
I love him so much. If I were to be homosexual for anybody, it would be Steve Carell. No questions asked. Not a single question asked. He walks up to me and is like, Dayton, hey, you want to go check out my bed? I'd be like, Steve, let me grab a sexy movie and a coffee. Let's head upstairs. No questions asked. Yeah, no. Steve Carell is my bae. I love him.
Nice. So Steve Carell, if you're watching or listening to this, House Gamer's got a thing for you. He will
give me a call.
Yeah, I'll write down his phone number in the video now on the screen. So
yeah, put my phone number on the screen. No, Steve Carell, or if he was still alive, what's his name? The comedian guy. He committed suicide not too long ago.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. What's his name?
Oh, I can't remember his name.
Me neither.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He was in like Jumanji and all those movies.
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams.
Yeah, there you
that's
go.
The man. Yeah. Him or Robin Williams. They were both hilarious. My grandpa actually met Robin Williams. He was on the movie the Good Morning Vietnam, and actually made friends with Robin Williams and talked to him. And when he met him, he went up to Robin Williams, and Robin Williams was really good at talking gibberish. So talking gibberish is basically talking so it sounds like you're speaking English, but you're not saying anything. And my grandpa was really good at it too. So he was on set, and Robin Williams was talking to some of the like cast members, just being funny and talking gibberish, and it's actually really hard to do. Like to talk fake English.
Yeah.
It's rough. But my grandpa comes up to him and just starts having a conversation with him in gibberish, and they became friends, and he was on set with them, and I guess ate with him a couple times, hung out with him, and yeah. So I think it would, if he was still alive, I would love to meet him and be like, hey, do you remember way back talking gibberish with some guy on the set of Good Morning Vietnam? That was my grandpapa.
And then going back to his hotel room.
And then going back to his hotel room with a coffee, heading up to the bedroom.
Hell yeah! Nice.
Have you ever acted or anything like that outside of doing YouTube?
No. My whole acting career is on YouTube. All my work, my lifelong work, is
my
on YouTube.
life's work is on
YouTube. Yeah. My career is on the internet. No.
Bobby, you neither? Nothing?
My actor career was a boom operator in some high school movie shit.
That's pretty good. That's more than more than Silo, I guess.
The audio, the microphone.
Of course.
Damn,
of
dude.
Course.
What an important job.
Yeah.
What if you drop
without sound? There's a lot of stuff missing from a movie.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I actually have an IMDb.
You do?
I do.
No way.
I do.
Wait, I need to watch. Okay, hold on.
It's not updated completely, but it has some one movie that I worked on, and they actually got it wrong by saying I was I think they called me a grip or something.
Okay.
When I was actually in the movie, but whatever. I don't care.
What's your last name?
What?
Tell me your last name, please.
I'll put it in,
and then your pin. Then your pin number. No wait, I know your last name. Hold on, let me just look up your last name.
If you could, boys.
There you go.
Oh yeah, there you go. Okay, yeah, I got it. Okay. Well, why did you say your last name? What the fuck does it matter?
Oh, people add me on Facebook or something.
Oh my god, no.
Oh.
It says
Beyond the Call.
Yeah, Beyond the Call, and
yeah.
Okay. Oh.
So it was a police drama, and I played the barista who got robbed and had to escort people out of the thing. I had a super sick close-up shot of the guy putting a gun up to my head, and they got a really good reaction of me being like, "Ooh, that's a gun! Oh no!" And then in the credits, I only got put. I'm literally in the movie. And they put me in as just like being in the as crew. They didn't even put me as cast.
Wow. But there's also like that Airsoft movie thing.
Yeah.
That's also in here.
Yeah. So the guy who directed that is actually a director. So he added that. He added that to his list of movies that he's made. So I was also in that movie, I guess.
I'm proud of this one. Hell yeah! They're gonna put that shit on here.
Yeah, so yeah, I guess I've been in 2 movies. But when I was younger, I did commercials and stuff like that. But none of that's on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, can't you update it yourself though? It's like a.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be like, hey, I was kid number 3 in this fruit roll-ups commercial. Like,
if you're trying to make it in like the business, you gotta, and you already got this going.
If I wanted to go back into acting, all I'd have to put is like, hey, I'm a YouTuber with 500,000 subscrirbers. I want to be in a movie.
Does that work?
Yeah, I imagine so. I don't know. It shows that I can be in front of a camera. I don't know.
Maybe Fabi, we could hit up, James Bond.
The biggest, I can be James Bond. Honestly, the biggest thing with acting is not being afraid of the camera, being able to still have dexterity to your voice, and being able to be, animated and fluid on camera is hard. It's hard for someone to get in front of a camera and. Like, it's easy to be like, oh yeah, I could go in front of a camera and host a show and like say things and unbox boxes and stuff. But it's actually kind of hard to get in front of a camera and make fun of yourself and have a good time. It's hard.
Yeah. I actually I think I'm pretty good on camera now. I used to be like pretty much like everybody else, I guess, about camera shyness. But like right now, I think I'm doing all right with that. I should do more on camera stuff. I just don't know what to do. It's like I know, like putting a fucking toy gun in my hand and going to shoot some kids in the face. That works, but yeah, I don't know.
You mean on the field, right? Not just.
No, just on the street.
Oh. Just all you have to do, run up to a kid, throw iPro at him, and then shoot him, and be like, "Boy, that kid took his iPro off."
No, I'm talking about on the field. So just so you know, the Dutch Airsoft Agency guys, that was a joke. Please don't come
revoke
to my house.
license.
Exactly.
Don't delete my YouTubes.
That would be my that's my worst nightmare. If my YouTube channel gets fucking deleted, I might just jump off a bridge. Just fuck it.
Yeah, why
Whatever.
not? You know, bridges are fun.
Yeah, it's, you know, life's over.
Have
fuck
you
it.
considered suicide?
Oh boy, let's not talk about that subject here on YouTube for obvious reasons.
There's always an answer. Go to www.donotdie.com. Go check it out, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
What's a kind of interesting question? What do you have like a favorite video of mine? Because what I was surprised of is when I went to Christoph's and he actually watched my YouTube videos. I didn't know that he actually watched my stuff. Do you actually watch any of my videos? Do you have a favorite one or like?
All right, guys, we're gonna talk about you guys now instead of me. What do you like about my videos?
That's not what I mean. I genuinely, because like I don't get a lot of time to watch YouTube between like making YouTube and also having a life. But like the only YouTubers that I actually watch are like Christoph, you, every once in a while Fabi, because he uploads like a video every month, and Dutch the Hooligan, and Jet. Like sometimes I'll watch Leah, but like I don't have time to watch many YouTubers. Like I liked your first in the tree video was pretty cool. I was disappointed you were only in the tree for like a minute, but
no, I went up there again.
Oh.
I went to, you didn't even finish the video!
Well, you hopped out of the tree,
You
and I was
bitch!
like, man, I want to see him destroy people in the tree, and then he got out of the tree.
I went in there again and sniped
what
some
am I
more
here
fucks. Yeah! My favorite House Gamers video, I mean, the Clearsoft one comes to mind. I kind of like the World War II gun, the Springfield. I thought that was pretty cool as well. And there was another one. Maybe the one from Node was also pretty awesome with the minigun trying to get to the other side. Yeah, that was so good.
That was a fun game.
Yeah, that actually looks like a fun game mode to play. Like legit.
It takes a lot to set it up, and also it's a little bit broken because whoever plays the Juggernaut can literally just run across and they'd win. So whoever plays the Juggernaut, you kind of got to get them to act a little bit rather than just try and win the game. But if you play with a good group of guys, then you'll have good video.
You'll just be allowed to walk. You can't run.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
You can do that. You know, that's pretty cool.
Have you thought of doing more Juggernaut stuff? Because I know on my channel, Juggernaut videos are really popular.
Yeah, I thought about it, but the minigun or the microgun that I wanted to use, that thing, I did not have a good experience with that. Let's say it was leaking all over the place. I don't know what the owner did with it, but it was not working very well at all. So I took it. I actually took it. I took the microgun to the field 3 times, and I came home empty-handed 3 times. I had to drive all the way across the country to go play Airsoft, and then find out that it was leaking there. After I checked it at home, that it wasn't. But it's like the tube keeps coming out of itself. It doesn't like, you know, it'll stop leaking for a little bit, and you're like, oh, that's okay. And then you bring it to the field, and it starts leaking as soon as because even like the walk. Because, you know, when you go from the safety to, like, the starting zone, at that point, it already started to leak. So I was like, oh, fuck's sake, man. The game is about to start.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Well, also, something I found out about you guys in, like, most of Europe, actually, is unless you're, like, really lucky, driving to fields is, like, hours away.
Yeah.
Like, in Vancouver, like, our field is, like, 30 minutes away. Like, it's not that bad of a drive, but I can't imagine driving like 2-4 hours every day to go to Airsoft when you want to play.
I mean, there's also fields very close to me, but I'm just banned on that one.
What did you do?
So what I did, right? I never played Airsoft there. I still got banned.
Cross the river, but I went to the river's edge.
No, I got banned without playing Airsoft there. This was great. The owner of this field is a real cunt. If you're listening to this, you're a cunt. Whatever. Okay, what I did, I went up there to go play Airsoft, and I asked them because it was like in the middle of the woods, right? I asked them, do you have any like, do you have a bathroom? Do you have like a place to get water? And he said no. And I said like, well, maybe like a water jug, like a big barrel of water would be a good idea. And he's like, he's like, don't you think I'd never thought of that? And he went all mad. I was like, dude, it was just a suggestion. Calm down. Well, if you don't like it, then just go back home again. And he threw my money in my face, and then I was like, oh, you're banned now. You're on the blacklist. I'm like, oh, okay, that was fun.
Dude, you should never ask for sustenance or liquids ever, dude. Don't you know?
Yeah,
that's like the biggest insult to field owners.
Yeah, apparently.
Excuse me, sir. Can I have some water? Get out.
Yeah, but I've been told this guy is a little bit weird.
Yeah, no, he sounds perfectly fine to me.
Yeah. And everybody was looking at this like, what the fuck is going on? So yeah, that's I got to go home after a good 10 minutes of being on the field.
Dude, just wear your mask. He won't recognize you. Or bring your own water bottle, and then you'll be like, oh, this guy brought water. He's been here before, obviously.
Well, their field's pretty shit anyway, so fuck it. Yeah. Rip.
Ripperoni, your
and you also like you
playing
have
host close to home.
When you're playing Airsoft in the Netherlands, you have like this pass of the Dutch organization. Mm-hmm. So they just write down the number of your pass, and then you can't play because you can't register.
Oh yeah.
So that's fun.
Yeah, that must suck. So you guys like can't. Like, how does that work for kids who just want to have, like, a birthday party at Airsoft?
They go to Belgium.
Oh, you have to drive and just go, wow, well then.
Yeah, like it's
Canada,
18 plus.
If your parents buy you a gun, you can be any age. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, same in the US, stuff like that. Like, it's on one thing, it's pretty cool, as in, like, kids can get into the sport of Airsoft. On the other hand, I'm not sure if I want to play Airsoft with kids.
What are you talking about? You don't like getting like 1 million kills in a game? It's the best thing ever.
I mean, yeah, but they don't feel like kills. They feel like they feel
mercy.
They feel like they feel like animals going to the slaughterhouse. It's like yeah. I don't know. They're just kids, and they're all screaming around, and they're probably gonna like squeak around and shit.
Actually, yeah, I have one moment in a video that's probably one of my favorite moments ever. Is when I came up behind a fallen tree, and there were 3 kids laying down hiding behind the tree, and I used my Mark 23 and just pop, 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 and just the screams of these children stuck with me for days. It was just ear-piercing scariness. It was beautiful.
Holy shit! And you're asking me if I'm like going on the street to shoot children? Apparently, you already did.
I don't have to go on the street. Just go to the field, play Airsoft, and just do it at the same place.
Yeah, but for me it was a joke. For you, it was an actual real thing. Shooting children, fuck, dude. No, but I would shoot them too. Fuck them.
Yeah, it's all for the views. Hell yeah.
So like, because you went to Russia for a thing, and then after that you came to Europe, first to the Netherlands, and then after to Austria.
Yeah.
Do you have any like crazy out of the country story? You have several. Yeah, we heard some. Yeah, but anyone that you wanted to share on this podcast?
Yeah, sure. How about literally my first 5 minutes in Russia?
Okay.
So I land in the airport. All right. So here's little Dayton carrying around his luggage, just like la da da. Look at me, we got some luggage. So I hop out of the airport, and you know how they have like the signs for people to be picked up and taken places, like the cab drivers and stuff like that when they've been booked.
Yeah.
So I walk out, and there's this gigantic Russian guy in like his suit, holding his phone up in like yellow with my name on it. And I say, hey, how's it going? I'm Dayton. And he's like, you are Dayton. And I'm like, yeah, hey, you're my ride, I guess. And he's like, follow. And I'm like, oh shit. So we get to the door, and it's like -15 outside, and I'm in my t-shirt, and the guy tells me, put on jacket. And I'm like, no, it's okay, it's fine, we're just going to the car, it's don't worry about it. And he's like, put on jacket, it is cold. And I'm like, no, really. And he's like, I will wait. Put on jacket. And I was like, oh, all right. So I put on my jacket and we walk outside. We hop into this like brand new Audi like 4-door beautiful car, and I hop in the front, and he's like, "You ride in back," and I was like, "Yes, sir." And I hop into the back. The entire ride is like silent until we get halfway, and he's like, "Do you like music?" And I was like, I dabble in music. So he puts on some music, and I'm expecting like Russian hard bass, and he puts on just like the Godfather like background music, like just like some super intense piano and stuff, and I'm like, all right, I'm pretty sure I've just been picked up by the mob. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be enlisted into the Russian mafia and going to have to deliver drugs back to Canada. So we finally get to where we're supposed to be, and the guy is like, "Stay." And I'm like, "Okay." He hops out, he opens my door, he grabs me my luggage, and he's like, "It was nice to know you." And I'm like, no. You mean it was nice to meet you, not it was nice to know you. So it ends up being like just completely normal. The guy just, I guess, wasn't very good at English. And I get to the hotel. And the hotel they booked me is called the Petrov Palace. And it's literally a palace. It was meant for like delegates to stay in. It was bought and then turned into a hotel. This place it's a palace. Like, it's got giant walls all around it. It's got a huge courtyard. The rooms are all gold lined. Like, everything's beautiful. The breakfasts are champagne breakfasts. The chefs come up to you and ask like what you want, and they'll cook it for you right away. You have champagne and orange juice for breakfast. The girl comes up to you. She goes zippity zap zoop. Don't know what she says, but she comes back with like $100 bottle of champagne and just pours you a new drink. It was the most intense thing I've ever been to. And then you walk outside and it's just like I don't want to say like dreariest, but it's the spookiest, darkest, like snowy, just like not even like a wasteland. It looked like abandoned because no one's outside in the winter, and everything in Russia is just so like minimalist. Like, all the buildings are just square apartment buildings. And then in the center of all this is this palace. It was the weirdest experience ever, but it was so cool. So yeah, that's
scared.
That was my experience of like, I'm going to be in the mob. All right, it was nice knowing you. Okay, I'm gonna die.
Nice to know you. Holy shit.
So yeah, that was the best. That's probably the best story of the trip. Other than that, it was just a bunch of stories of going drinking with Russians and being frisked by Russian police. And,
were they at least female or were they male?
No, they were male.
Oh,
so
well,
in Russia, you have to always have your passport on you if you're a foreigner, because they'll check for your visa, and if you don't have your visa, you're pretty much hooped.
Okay.
So I always had my my passport on me with my visa, and I went to the store because I was gonna hop the plane and just stay in Europe, which I ended up doing, but I couldn't have checked baggage because they would send back to Vancouver. So I went to the mall to go get a new backpack, and while I was there, I go into the mall, and I guess it was weird to see a white Canadian guy walking through the stores, checking out stuff, and just leaving the stores. So the police came up to me, and they're like, they spoke Russian, and then I was like, sorry, I don't speak Russian, my dudes. And they were like, passport. And I was like, oh, hey, I got that. Here you go. And they're like, is this you? And I'm like, I'm wearing the jacket that I have in my passport photo. And I'm like, yes, this is me. And they talked to me for like 5 minutes. They're surprisingly good at English. They're just like, hey, where are you coming from? Why are you in Russia? Like, what are you in the mall for? And
what are you in the mall for?
They didn't even like say goodbye. They just handed me my passport and walked away. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I didn't die, so that's good.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the people there were like super, super nice. Nicest people like I think I saw on the entire trip, but none of them smiled ever. And they didn't know how to greet or say goodbye. But other than that, yeah, the nicest people, especially the people at Warface, they were all super, super nice. Those are the people who brought us down there.
Yeah.
But cool, man. Those are the stories of Europe.
Yeah.
All
right, guys.
A little bit, but
Russia is
we actually
Russia.
don't have any more time.
Well, okay,
for
you know what I mean.
Okay. Yeah, but unfortunately, we ran out of time for today, guys. Thank you guys for listening. Thanks for Dayton for being here to replace our Austrian friend. Mr. Novritsch. Yeah, anything you guys want to say?
What's up, guys?
Very nice. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next one.